Greetings, wise viewers, and welcome to Good People, Good Works. Governments are becoming increasingly concerned about animal agriculture's role in driving global warming. It has become clear that a fundamental change in diet is required and urgent government action is needed to ensure the future survival of all species. In today's show, the conclusion of a two-part series, we continue to see how various government agencies, cities, and public officials around the world are working to reduce or halt meat consumption in their respective countries to better national health, enhance environmental protection, and address the most pressing issue of our times, climate change.
We are in far more danger from climate change than we will ever be from one nuclear weapon.
The 2006 Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations report, Livestock's Long Shadow, concluded that livestock raising is enormously damaging to our biosphere, as it fouls our waterways and seas with huge quantities of animal waste, fills the atmosphere with tremendous amounts of toxic greenhouse gases, and consumes nearly a third of the Earth's land surface, with this invaluable space being occupied by intensive animal agriculture-related activities.
Animal farming is by far the most environmentally destructive activity that humans are engaged in. 30% of the dry surface area of the planet right now is devoted to animal farming, either grazing or raising crops to feed animals. And 20% of the biomass of the planet is animals that are being raised for food. Clearing that land so that it would be available for animal farming historically over the past couple of hundred years released as much carbon into the atmosphere as burning fossil fuel at the current rate releases in a period of 17 years. And to the extent that that land can be retired from animal farming and allowed to convert CO2 into biomass, we could potentially actually lower atmospheric carbon dioxide levels.
After the landmark decision in May 2009 by the City Council of Ghent in Belgium to reduce the municipality's greenhouse gas footprint by encouraging its residents to be meatless at least once a week, many other cities, as well as schools and institutions around the world, have followed this model example by promoting a similar program. In 2003, the Mondays campaign, a non-profit initiative in association with the Johns Hopkins University's Bloomberg School of Public Health, USA, started a project called Meatless Mondays to encourage better health. Particularly since Ghent's praiseworthy endorsement of a weekly meatless day, the Meatless Mondays initiative has now taken off in popularity in the US, with the participation of several municipalities, 45 universities, including Columbia University and Yale University, and a number of school districts. Taking a laudable step forward, on April 6, 2010, the San Francisco Board of Supervisors signed a historic resolution implementing a citywide Veg Day every Monday, making San Francisco the first U.S. city to officially join the International Meat-Free Day movement. The resolution calls for residents to enjoy plant-based fare on Mondays to reduce their impact on the environment, improve their health, and better animal welfare. The veg movement in San Francisco is being led by Supervisor Sophie Maxwell, who has been a vegetarian for over 35 years.
A vegetarian diet is a healthy diet as well, and you can get the proteins and all the vitamins and minerals that you need, and it makes you think and be more aware of your planet.
In September 2009, the nearly 85,000 student Baltimore City Public School System in Maryland, USA, became the first U.S. school district to begin each week with a Meatless Monday. Former U.S. Vice President and Nobel laureate Albert Gore who appears in the Academy Award-winning climate change documentary An Inconvenient Truth, encourages his nation to eat less meat and includes Meatless Mondays in a list he created entitled Top 12 Things You Can Do for a Better World. The passionate environmentalist stated, "Try Meatless Mondays. Skipping meat one day per week could save over 35,000 gallons of water. Cutting meat out of your diet entirely would help save 5,000 pounds of carbon emissions per year." U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama also inspires her fellow citizens to eat more fruits and veggies by cultivating an organic garden at the White House and advocates for the inclusion of more fresh produce on school menus. Over in the UK, many prominent leaders are similarly spreading the good news about changing diets to sustain our planet.
It would have a huge impact if more people went vegetarian. I mean, everyone would be lighter and happier, and they wouldn't need so much medication, wouldn't need such huge health care. It is the meat industry contributing to so many people's ill health.
Well, we've got to get it on the mainstream political agenda, and that's starting to happen because people are starting to talk about it. The fact that you've got people like Bill Clinton that are suddenly taken an interest to become a vegan, that people like that signing up and taking a lead is really important, and hopefully they can raise the profile of the issue.
Stirred by the success of the US and UK meat-free efforts, in December 2009, Australia joined the Meatless Mondays movement. Vinita Chopra, co-founder of Meatless Monday Australia, says, "Meatless Monday represents a creative, practical avenue for people around the world to help save the planet and its inhabitants." Adding, "Not everyone can buy an eco-friendly car. Some people may not have a garden. It may not be practical or safe for others to travel by public transport or on foot, but eating vegetarian meals one day a week can make a world of difference."
We're here on Australia's famous Bondi Beach at Australia's biggest vegetarian barbecue, where Simon Kenovich is telling Australians not to eat lamb on Australia Day, but to instead try a fries burger and to try going veg for the planet and for our beautiful Australia.
Hello everyone, people of the world, come to Australia. Get down here, have a vegetarian barbecue with us. We'll all have a good time.
Moving to Southeast Asia, the beautiful people of Malaysia are also joining the veg trend. The Honorable Tay Yi Chew, the Penang State Legislative Assemblyman from Tanjung Bunga, says more people in his state have embraced vegetarianism.
槟城人民过去数十年都是素食的需求者，这个素食的人口会激增。我们也发现滨州在素食这个行业方面，过去几年都有显著的成长。滨州民营政府有必要在这一方面配合，来推行这个素食运动，以尽一份力量。素食的好处，我们大家都可以从很多地方得到它的报道。
Heading back to Europe, Jens Holm, a member of the Swedish Parliament, introduced the Reduction of Meat Consumption Bill in November 2010. The proposed law seeks to reduce national meat consumption by 25% within a decade, requires setting a date by which all government subsidies to meat and dairy farmers will end, imposes a tax on meat, and designates one day a week as Vegetarian Day for Sweden.
By stopping eating meat, you can save the planet and you can save the climate. So please, become a part of the solution. Stop eating meat. My vision is that by 2012, all countries in the world have adopted ambitious targets for cutting the emissions of climate gases. And that all of us were not any longer a part of the problem, we're part of the solution.
The Netherlands Environmental Assessment Agency is an entity that advises the Dutch government on environmental matters. and has done excellent research on dietary choices and the resulting effects on our ecosphere. An October 2010 agency study concluded the most efficient method to halt biodiversity loss is a vegan diet, and another of its studies found that a global shift to a plant-based diet could lessen future climate change mitigation costs by 80%. Many in the Dutch government want to see a new way of eating become the norm in their nation.
Er zijn veel meer mensen in ons soort welvarende staten die te dik zijn dan die te mager zijn. Er zijn veel meer mensen die ziek worden door obesitas, door te veel en te zwaar en te vet eten en te veel eiwitten eten, dan mensen die door gebrek mager zijn. Dus er is alle reden om dat eens flink onder de loep te nemen. En als je nou vaststelt dat het eten van veel vlees beslist niet gezond en vaak zelfs ongezond is, waarom zou je dan niet datzelfde middel wat je gebruikt voor alcohol en tabak, om het te ontmoedigen? Als je een accijns op vlees zou heffen, dan zal dat het gebruik van vlees eten teruggedrongen worden. En dus consument, u kunt iets doen. Ten eerste consument kunt u het zelf doen. Uw eigen huis en uw eigen gedrag en minder vlees eten en al dat soort dingen. En in de tweede plaats, u hebt ook stemrecht. U hebt invloed op uw politici. Vertel het ze dat u van ze verlangt dat ze die maatregelen nemen.
On many occasions, Supreme Master Ching Hai has encouraged people all over the world to contact their government representatives to inform them about the benefits of the vegan lifestyle, so that these leaders are aware that a switch to animal-free foods is the quickest way to stop climate change, and that society wants their help in making this transition a reality right away.
We need all the help from the government. We need you also to write letters to your government or any government that you think fit. Any government at all. Everybody, please write. The government leaders and media can be most powerful and helpful in spreading the message to the most people about saving the planet through being vegetarian. The government leaders need our faith and encouragement more, because we really need their leadership to bring about wide-scale change.
Our hats off to all government officials who are taking leadership in bringing the vegan diet to the forefront of the public's consciousness. Your benevolent actions are helping to preserve our planet, keep people healthy, and protect our animal friends.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Blessed viewers, we appreciate your company today on Good People, Good Works. Coming up next is The World Around Us, after noteworthy news. May a new era of peace soon prevail on our planet.
For more details, please see www.suprememastertv.com/GPGW.